Hey, what is up? This is Kristof from Budapest, Hungary, and this is my second round against Joshua in the series of the videos of how I won KBB 2021 Loopstation 505 whatever edition. This is going to be the track that I enjoyed the most, and it was super hard to perform, to be honest. There's a lot, and also there's one circumstance that I didn't tell you about. Halfway through KBB, my foot pedal of the helix just broke, meaning that whatever you did to it, if you let go with your foot, it's just getting back. So I couldn't use it as a volume pedal, and it was super loose, so it was really hard to use it, and I couldn't get a new one, obviously. And I asked in the shop, and they told me that it's gonna take around a month to get it. Then I told them what's up. They told me, oh yeah, then we can get it in a week, but you have to send us yours. So I had to go with what I have, and I had to kind of get over the fact that my volume pedal is not working, which I'm tapping on all the time, so it was a pretty annoying factor. Anyways, I spoke enough. Let the music speak, and also the front.
In 3, 2, 1,
Beatbox. I'm just gonna go over this really quick. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is a response to Joshua's previous round with the flashes and the siren sounds. I'm a shapeshifter. Yeah. Again, I just try to explain more. I don't know, that I did way different genres than kind of anybody else, and I wanted to like show the judges to like take it into consideration, please. You know, and I also wanted to bring this idea of Joshua's and connect to this, that, you know, he was trying to get me, but he cannot get me because I'm a shapeshifter. Wow, whatever. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's go. Funny thing, the reason I'm grabbing onto the mic for the is that I have a really hard noise gate on my drum sound, so they more sounds like synthesized drums. So it's not like and you have that after ring, but it's just and it grabs it, right? And the noise gate is so hard that if I did the noise gate basically muted that part, so I had to increase the volume on the same preset because I didn't want to do like different snapshots and, you know, dancing on the helix that much. And I just figured, well, if I do this, input volume goes up and I go through the threshold of the noise gate, so that's why I did that. And actually it sounds a bit more crisp like that too. Crash cymbals again, and panning on the hi-hat to create this atmosphere, this drone. Okay, here I saw some people asking like, how is that even possible that I do this motion and the sound appears? The reason for that is that I used a delay with a pretty high, well, maximum dry wet, so you only hear the delayed voices, but it's like it's keep feedbacking there, but the delay is set to 1/4 or 1/8, or I don't know. So you do the sound and 1/4 of a beat is happening, and then the sound appears because it's delayed basically. And I loved when I practiced, I was like, wow. And it felt like magic, so I just kept it. See my foot, click and go. Yeah, and check my foot again. I have to hold the pedal. It's pain in the ass because otherwise as soon as I let go it's gonna drop. Now this sound should start muted, so I do the trigger and the sound should be like ready, waiting for me to let the volume pedal drop. So this was quite hard doing this way, but I had to, so you can see me do the trigger, bam, trigger, and at the same time letting go. Magical chords using the Dorian scale basically. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it's not, watch my tutorials.
Why can I be like Superman flying through the sky?
Well, obviously this is auto-tuned, and at the same time I have a harmonizer there, really just brought down, so I didn't want the harmonies to be too strong or anything. I wanted to make the vocal a bit more fat, a bit more full, a bit more, you know, and I did a third above, I think, with the harmonizer. So yeah, and what I also wanted to say is the chords. So the chords, if you listen to it, it has a really quick slicer mixed in with a dry wet really slightly, so it's not, but it's like, you know, it says like this stuttering effect, so it's a bit more like interesting. Yeah, whatever.
Why? Tell me why? Why can I be like Superman flying through the sky? Why?
And there, you saw that? That was the trigger sound for the drop. And this is a drop that again divided so many people. Some loved it, some hated it, because it has a pitch bend in the beginning, so it's not, but it's, you know, it's a bit like, you know, there's the bend, and the whole sound is, by the way, inspired by Noisia and Skrillex Supersonic. That drop, in a sense it's similar, in a sense it's not, but I'm just telling you that that was the main inspiration, to have like a bass with pretty hard chord elements in it. And the chords, by the way, I should just explain a little bit of them. So I'm in F minor, and the chords for that drop is gonna be so dreamy, because although we are in F minor, I'll use only major chords. I don't know how to explain this without any music theory knowledge for the ones who don't have any music theory knowledge, but basically I have this chord, and then, yeah, without any voice leading. These are all major chords in a minor key. This is a nice trick that I like to use, and adding that, these chords are always giving me the chills when I hear it in whoever's music. I just love these. They use it again in film scoring, so you get like a major chord basically wherever. Whatever major chords, like, you find the ones that you like, but again, major chord after major chord, and it's just so like outer spacey. I don't know, it's just wow, especially when you play it more like in a synth sound or something like. Yeah, whatever. These weren't the nicest one next to each other, but try it out. Simple major triads right after each other, and this is my take on this. Yeah.
Like Superman flying through the sky.
Let's go!
Tell me why.
Creating space. Creating the, you know, that beating. It was super hard, but I made it. And the bass, sub bass. You need a sub. I love this. Obviously inspired by Liquid Drum and Bass, inspired by Camo and Krooked a lot. I listened to them a lot at that time. And here, you know, my artist name 7 Seconds in the Future, 7S. It's because of this. I'm 7 seconds in the future compared to you, because you're just listening to the drop, and I did the trigger sound for the next sound, which is gonna come back, which is the arpeggio. So when I do it, it seems like it's coming out of nowhere, but you're gonna see me again here doing that trigger sound. So I'm not cheating, guys. There's the trigger sound, and I'm keeping it disguised with the volume pedal. So bring it down and see my foot letting go of the pedal. Now. And here it comes. And this is the same technique I explained in my seeding round. So this is not with pitch shift. This is not with oscillator bud. This is with pitch bend. Plus, right after that, a slicer and some extra effects, of course. But the base of it is that. So the thing is bending. It's going woo, not just dun dun. So with a synth, it sounds like dun wah, and not dun dun, but dun wow. You know. So that glide in between is just creating again this kind of outer spacey, goes into your soul and like, oh, yeah.
Why can I be like Superman
cry.
flying through the sky?
Now,
Why?
now,
Tell me why.
now. This is a composing technique that I like to use a hell of a lot. Take one element, forget it, but take the rhythm out of it and use it in another element. So basically what I'm saying is that the bass drop is going aligned together with the rhythm of the vocals. Of course, there are a little bit of variation in adding and taking away here and there. You will see it. But when I do the drop, it hits good. But when I put the vocals back on top of it, they go perfectly together, and I bet that nobody even realized it. It just feels good, but check it out. It goes together with a reason, for a reason, and I encourage you to use this composing technique. Man, I'm giving away gold for free. What the Please subscribe. Please share this with others. Please leave a like and, support the channel like this. If this information worth something for you, please do so. Let's go and check that bassline out. Feels like Superman flying through the sky. Why? Tell me why. You see what I mean? One more time. Check it out. Why? Superman flying through the sky. Why? Tell me why. Again, just adding and taking away here and there. But basically, when it's gonna come together, bringing back the 10th hi-hat, adding more and more reverb and delays to enhance. And here, a counter for Josho.
Can I be like Superman flying through the sky?
Vocal harmonies.
Why? Tell me why.
And a lot of delay and stuff like that to make the ending smooth. But this actually kind of nobody realized that this was kind of a counter for Josho. Same way he did it against MH. He used the granular delay technique, what MH is famous for, and he used it in his round. And I decided to finish this round with this kind of vocal thingy where the harmony is coming from the voice and it's all spoken, so more like a choir, And actually, it's funny, Josho just texted me like a month ago or so when the kickback rounds went into Spotify. By the way, these rounds at Spotify, listen to them. And he texted me like, whoa, at the end of your Superman round, was that a counter? And I was like, yes, hell yes, finally somebody, because I think not a lot of people caught up on this. Yeah.
Why can I be like Superman flying through the sky?
Yeah,
Why? Tell me why.
And that's time.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah, so this was my favorite track. It was pretty hard to perform. It had a lot of thingies going on, but composing wise, I enjoyed to re-listen this the most. I love drum and bass. That's my guilty pleasure. I just love it. And I really love the sound design and the chord things that I used here. I explained. And the moving the bass line together with the vocals. Take away these ideas, put your twist on it, or at least use it as like a trampoline to kick off your creative juices. Hope it helped, hope it was entertaining for you, and see you in the next one, which is gonna be the finals against Robin. Oh my god, that was a hell of a ride. I'll explain later in the next video. See you.